think once you get the dust of Africa and the soles of your feet, you can never shake it. Great to be back.
Well, for this week, definitely we want to give the kids here better schooling. That's the priority for us this week, and it's a pleasure to be here and a pleasure to give something back.
Your trip this week will bring better classrooms for maybe 400 of the children who live in this community. And the little girls who were dancing for you when you came in at the airport this morning, they are all living in this community.
What I want for the school is for the toilets to be renovated so that they can be more bigger, and to keep them clean as much as we can and have them painted.
And our playground should be much better. We should have swings, the children should play. We shouldn't be throwing stones or hitting each other. We should be like family, because a school is almost like being together at home like family.
It's going to be a great week here in the Ranchiclough School. A lot of major work to be done. We're now going to do 8 new classrooms, which will cater for 300 children. We're going to do a new toilet block, which there's only one in the school at the moment, and we're refurbishing another toilet block. We're also putting up 2 sun-strokes, kind of rain areas. We're also doing a beautiful new playground, which has been constructed completely from the beginning. We'll have slides, it'll have swings, it'll have long jumps. And then on all the other classrooms in the school, we're doing major refurbishments. Some of the floors are, 70 years old, completely worn, with knots in the timber. We've taken up the floorboards, completely replaced them. Just a general complete refurbishment of all the old classrooms in the school.
Well, starting off with education here, I've had the privilege personally of having a wonderful education, and it's freedom. And I've come in here 10 years now, and we've built houses from the start. And when you leave, someone has a lovely home, but they're still dirt poor. And the only way out of the slums is actually education. So for me, this week, education is liberty.
We are dedicated to teach these kids, but we have got challenges, and we feel that if other things can be put in place, we'll be able to improve the quality of education for these kids.
The Mellon project is really a wonderful opportunity for corporate sponsors and individuals to get involved, because we live in a global society now, more and more. We're all connected, we're very much interconnected, and I think we all care about the future of South Africa and the whole continent of Africa.
think it's a good thing. We feel very privileged. Our kids are going to get new classrooms because I'm one of the first teachers to be at the school, and our classes were really damaged. So now we are very, very happy that we're getting those new classrooms. Oh, it's going to change. Absolutely, the whole environment is going to change, and it's going to make children to be more interested in learning, because environment does do something in a child's learning.
And it's a most amazing experience. I'm cutting at the moment and doing the skirting. Somebody has to do it. I know it's not a huge job, but every little bit helps, and it'll add up by the end of the week.
So we've just come up here and there's just been a fire last night, and so there's been 23 families affected, and I just find it heartbreaking. Just looking that they've no place to sleep tonight. Just devastating.
And you just see the conditions these people are living in and the chances we're giving them with the school. And it's a great feeling knowing that you're part of something like this.
Back home, I work with special needs, so I really know the importance of education. It's the foundation for the rest of your life. It helps you learn what your talents are and what your interests are.
Well, education is the key to get the kids out of the townships and give them a better life.
If I could summarise my Blitz in 3 words, they'd be inspiring, fun and tiring.
Inspirational, educational, and awesome.
Fun, amazing, and rewarding.
Comradeship is giving something back, and it's absolutely fantastic.
In a few moments we're going to open this door and not just look into a classroom, but we're going to see the beautiful faces of young children whose lives truly begin from this day forward.
A school needs to instill a sense of pride within its people, and children should feel free and happy to attend school without an uncomfortable environment. And that's what Mellon Educate has enabled us to do for our children.
I love this school because it's beautiful now.
Thank you for visiting our school and making it beautiful. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Yes. It's a great day for me that the Irish have done such a wonderful job for these kids. I really appreciate it. It's coming from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. Thank you to the Irish. Thank you very much.
We're just waiting on the Corrie sheets now to finish it out, and new school in Coxted. And there's 80 kids in a small little area in there, and going to be in a big building in there now. Having a little break here.
This is our centre in Franklin, so we have a drop-in centre here where children aged 5 to 18 come every day after school. And then over on the other side here we have our preschool, our ECD, which has 50 children in it. And there they also get 2 meals a day, and they get an educational programme that's going to prepare them for when they go on to primary school. So what Mellon Educate are doing here is they're renovating our drop-in centre and removing internal walls, painting it, giving us new bathrooms and a new storeroom, so that we have more space for our after schools programme for the children, so that we can better educate them and help them to have a better future. We also have a food garden here that we use to supplement our nutrition program at our drop-in centre. So the volunteers have also been tidying that up. They've extended our garden for us, created paths so it'll be easier for our gardeners. And they've also started a compost heap, which we're really excited about and we can use to fertilise the garden. At our preschool over here, they're also going to do a small bit of renovations and fix up some toilets so that we have a little bit more space and it's nice and bright and clean for the kids. This is a new centre that we're building in Bizana. It's going to be a drop-in centre for 120 orphans and vulnerable children from this community. So we feed them 2 meals every single day, and then they also get an after-schools programme and counselling and laundry support and all of that kind of thing. So we needed a new centre so that we can have more space to do our programmes properly with them. And yeah, we're all very, very excited that this is happening.
And this time last week I was laying blocks in the rain in Dublin. Look at this.
Really enjoying the good weather. First bit of hard work I've ever done.
It's been a fantastic week working out here. It's an awful change to Cape Town and the townships. I think it's a huge challenge for us out here.
Well, you can see that the money's been well spent, and you can see the difference that 4 days has made. But in 90 people, they can change lives, and that's all thanks to the people back at home who have given us so generously, and we can't thank them enough.
So important to be doing what we're doing here now. This is where the future of South Africa lies. Getting out into the rural communities and getting them educated, getting them up to speed and making them part of the new South Africa.
I just want to say a huge thanks to Mellon Educate and to all of you volunteers for giving up your time and your effort in coming here to work with Friends in Ireland. We really, really appreciate what you've done. You're going to make such a difference for all of our kids and our communities.
We, Monzayan community, appreciate what the Irish people do here.
It's been great to hear the feedback of our veteran volunteers who really enjoyed the experience of building here in the rural environment of the Eastern Cape. As you look around, you can see the rondavels and the homes similar to the ones that Mandela grew up in. And it's beyond words to imagine what it would have meant to him for all of you volunteers to help his people here in the Eastern Cape to get improved living conditions. So try us out next year, or if not this November, and come up to the Eastern Cape and enjoy the magic that these volunteers have enjoyed here this year. And thank you all for working so hard.